All right, Gabe, we got some fishing poles. I hear you're a fisherman.
Yep.
So why don't we cast them out? Maybe while we're talking, maybe we'll get lucky and catch something. Yeah?
Yeah, cool.
All right.
All right, for sure. Fire them up.
During the offseason, you can catch junior wide receiver Gabe Davis doing his favorite hobby, fishing with his buddy Ben. Davis loves to talk fishing and has baited an unlikely companion in the Wayne Ditch to talk about their weekend adventures.
O-line coach and receivers typically aren't just chatting up a whole lot. Kind of found something that we're both interested in. He'll go and find the honey hole, so to speak, and keep moving around. I know he likes to be in some of the saltwater flats and little backcountry fishing and moving around. I don't think he gets on a boat much, so you got to chase those banks and go find the fish where he can.
And whenever you're talking to Gabe and maybe he didn't catch anything really big that weekend, do you ever say to him like, oh, maybe sometimes you just gotta be patient. Next time you'll catch some stuff.
Yeah, I might actually rub it in that we caught something bigger than he did, but no, absolutely no. He's awesome, man. If he doesn't get it right, he's not flustered at all. I mean, he has the same personality always. He's now, like I said, he is a competitor, so if he's not got the best one that week, he not happy about it.
Starting to fish at 9 years old with his grandfather, Davis learned valuable lessons early on that would help him become one of the top receivers in the nation.
Patience. I mean, patience is a big thing. You know, sometimes things aren't going to go your way on the field. Just like in fishing, sometimes you come out here and you won't be able to catch anything for the first 2 hours, like the first 2 quarters. But maybe that second half, you turn it on, all of a sudden, boom, at the end of the game, I had 3 touchdowns out of nowhere.
So much of executing in the passing game is about timing, and that requires a certain level of patience. You execute the move too fast, or you don't get your depth on the route, you don't get the completion. So I can see where patience falls hand in hand with fishing in terms of having the patience to execute a route.
Leading a younger wide receiver group, Davis has been able to teach his teammates the value of patience through his success.
How good can you be when they put 3 guys on you? That's the respect for Gabriel Davis.
What I like to tell the guys a lot is when I came in my freshman year, I've been starting since I was here. But when Traquan was here, I mean, he was getting the ball all the time. You know, Traquan was always getting the ball. He was the man. He was the guy. And just I knew I had to wait for my time. And, you know, I just let it slide. And then now my time is slowly coming.
You know, I feel like patience is really important just because you never know the look you're going to get. I just know Gabe's a baller, and, you know, he's going to command a lot of attention from DBs, and, you know, he's going to get a lot of looks. You know, that's my job to stay patient with for my time to come. And I feel like we complement each other perfect, you know what I mean? If a DB tries to play, you know, roll the coverage to Gabe too much, you know, it's going to leave me on a one-on-one. If the DB tries to, you know, roll my way, it's going to leave Gabe on a one-on-one. So I feel like we complement each other really good.
You can't block me, you can't stop me, 'cause you're not me.
Whenever you're going up against defensives, one thing that you do, you have that double move. And it's kind of like double, whenever you're baiting the hook and you double bait the hook, maybe?
More like when you're trying to bait that fish into thinking that it's something real in the water. Just like how we try to bait the corners out there, we're running double moves, our stop and goes. We're trying to bait them that's a stop route when really it's a go route.
Smart wide receivers can use it against you. Watch him slow it down, little stutter and go. Adebo wanted to jump the route and forget about it. Adebo got roasted and toasted by Davis.
We have actually used that term. You want to bait the hook when you're executing a double move, have enough sail to make the guy buy the route that you're sailing when you're actually going down the field. So he does a good job of that. So I guess there's a correlation.
There's that double move again, Dusty. Open, touchdown. They got it like that.
He likes to have a lot of fun, but he also can be really calm and reserved when he needs to be on the field. How do you see that switch kind of flip on and off as his coach?
Well, that's actually very accurate in terms of describing Gabe. He is very, very calm when he needs to be calm. He is very, very systematic in the way he approaches preparing for the game, but he's also very competitive. There is a very competitive side to him. He's one of the fiercest competitors I've ever been around, and it's really a good balance.
Gabe's just a dude that he just naturally makes you want to go harder. You know, you see him on the opposite side of the practice field, you know, finishing every route plus 10 yards, you know, it just kind of makes me go a little harder too. And, you know, we've had talks. I remember one of the biggest talks we had, I think, was before the FAU game. And I told Gabe I kind of just want to do more in the games. I feel like I'm leaving too much on the field. And, you know, he just kind of told me, man, you just got to go out there and just, like, let it all out. You know, just got to play free. And that really just stuck with me to just go in the game, you know, just be myself and just play free.
That was a cover two with the safety being right there. He threw that ball right in the only place anybody could catch it, and that was Gabe Davis.
Well, there's no doubt about it. His work ethic has been infectious within our room. He brings other guys along with him, and that's the great part about the way he carries himself and he goes about his business, that he has been able to bring some of the younger receivers along and develop his work ethic.
At the 8-yard line by Gabriel Davis, who wins another round down deep.
Although we were unable to catch a fish.
Oh, did you get something? Oh, I thought you had one.
Davis will continue to reel in the touchdowns.
Throws wide open. Gabriel Davis touchdown.